Pam coming to you from Stationery Nerd. Today we're going to look at the Essentials Notebook by Peter Pauper Press. So I got the lined version of this notebook. It also comes in dotted, but I was on a hunt for a lined journal, and this is the one that I picked up. I really love Peter Pauper Press. They have a lot of really cool pre-printed journals and notebooks, and they're out of White Plains, New York. So it's great to support a local company if I'm able to. So it looks like they've been in business since 1928. Interesting. And the founder's name is Peter. Okay, just reading that little history lesson right there. How cool that they put that in the back of their notebook. So while we're here, let's take a look. This does come with a wide pocket on the back, and the gussets are a fabric, like a ribbon material, so those will hold up well. And then the elastic closure, just the right amount of stretch on that, and it is connected to the back. I think I did this, so it didn't come like that. And then I also noticed on the back, I don't know, I must have dropped it or who knows what, but don't judge it by my damage. So anyway, this is a true A5 size notebook, and it is 192 pages, and it does come with the elastic, or satin bookmark. So this is a satin fabric. And then also the pages are acid-free and archival quality. So these are sewn notebooks as well, so it does lay flat. And you can see that the binding is sewn in signatures, and then it is attached on the back of those signatures with a glue binding. So it does say that it's ivory paper, but let me just double check here. Yeah, ivory paper, 100 GSM weight on that paper. This is my specs spreadsheet, and you can actually download this on the website, stationarynerd.com/journals, and that is the website where I review over 30 notebooks and journals, and have them all listed there for you to look at. And then you can download this 4-page spreadsheet if you want to take a look at the details of each one. So let's take a look at the paper inside. Let's first take a measurement of the lines so that we can figure out. So the lines are at 7 millimeter. So 7 millimeter is the standard size, often called college rule. So that's the width of that. And then let's count how many lines we have here. Okay, we have 30 lines on this page, which is awesome because some journals with lines don't have enough lines to do a full month. So you would just need to use that top line if you've got a month of 30, but then there's also room here at the header where you could actually draw an additional line if you've got a 31-day month, so that you can draw in a tracker, a habit tracker, or a monthly tracker of some sort if you needed to in this notebook. I also like, I'm not sure if this is going to show up on camera, but the lines are not solid. They are a micro dot that is very close together. So it gives it the illusion. We have a cat. All right, so shall we continue? Clearly, this cat is getting on my nerves today. All right, one moment while I get rid of the cat. Okay, cat is cleared I don't know how long that's going to last, so let's hurry things up here. So let's take a look at the paper color. Anyway, as I was saying, the lines on here are not solid. They're that dotted micro dot, and it actually gives it the illusion that this is black, not black ink, that it's gray, even though I believe it is just a black ink, but it gives the lines a little bit of a lighter appearance. All right, moving on. This is ivory paper, or so they have advertised it at. So let's take a look at the difference in color to what we have for a just plain white piece of copy paper to the journal color. And that is definitely ivory. So truth in advertising there. But let's take a look at how that paper compares to the Leuchtturm 1917. And also to the Scribbles That Matter. And let's take a look to see what the difference in those colors are. The Leuchtturm is definitely much yellower than either of the other two. This is more white, the Scribbles is more white. So this is probably a happy medium in between these two. So it's not an unpleasant color. I kind of don't love the shade of color on the Leuchtturm paper. I think it's too yellow. So this paper here in the Essentials Peter Pauper Press is excellent. So, all right, let's take a look at the pen test, shall we? All right, I've already gotten written in here. And we are going to take a look. First of all, I have used two Sharpies. These are the Sharpie Accent Liquid Highlighters. I picked these because they're probably the wettest highlighters that I have. And in fact, I don't even know if there's any ink left in these, but anyway, that's what those are. And then I chose a variety of black pens. I'm not going to go over each one of them here because you can see the listing in the description below, but we have the Pilot G2, we've got a fountain pen, fine liners, and then also this Bic, which is, I threw this in here because it's super wet and it gives all the paper a problem, so I needed to put it through its paces. So I'll link all of those pens below so that you can get a listing of what they are. So let's take a look close up of these pen tests. So at this point, I do not see any of these pens that failed this portion. I don't see any feathering at all. Everything is smooth and crisp on the page. So let's see how we do with the ghosting and bleed through test. So I'm pretty impressed with this paper with most of these pens. I'm going to just zoom in a little bit here so you can see that the ghosting is very minimal up here at the top with the majority of the pens. And then also I skip down here to the highlighters, and that's pretty good too. We have two problems though. One is the fountain pen by Pilot Varsity. We've got bleed through here and all throughout the entire writing on that line, and then also some bleed through here on the Bic 730R. So both of those are really wet pens. So as you're deciding what kind of pen you want to use in this notebook, you'll want to do a pen test first to make sure that it doesn't bleed through. But as you can see, most of the normal pens that you're going to use are just fine. And I really like this paper. It's got a slight coating on it, so the writing is very smooth, and because of that coating, we also don't have too many problems with the majority of the pens. So super great option, and I really like it. So if you have used this notebook in the past, why don't you leave me a comment down below and let me know how you like it, what you use it for, and do you have the lined version or the dotted version? I would love to get some feedback on what you've used this notebook for. So anyway, that's going to be it for now. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, share the video with a friend, and I will see you at the next one. I'll talk to you later. Bye.